Hi everyone. Today I am here to do something that I've never done before. And I'm going to answer an important question I've been asked so often that I think it's time to address it. I guess you can say this is a frequently asked questions video, and if it goes over well, I might make another one, who knows. But what is this that I'm doing that I've never done before? Yes, I'm here with another doll, but I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm going to show you a doll that is a work in progress. Yes, I've done videos when I've showed ball dolls before. As you can see, this doll is wearing a hat and he's bald. But what is the difference between this doll and other ball dolls that I've showed you before? Well, usually I show you dolls that are going to be for sale, but this doll is not going to be for sale. This is my personal doll, and I will show him in more detail after he's rooted. And I don't usually show my personal dolls. Yes, I do collect dolls. I collect mostly reborns because a long time ago I found out that some other silicone artists were not interested in selling me dolls, so I said, oh well, I'll make dolls myself. And I'm using this doll as a focal point while I talk to you. I'll do another video later showing him after he's rooted and let you know then how to get a kit. I'm not sure if I'm going to share this topic with you, but I'm going to direct collectors to this video when they ask me how I get one of your dolls. I'm here to address something that is of concern to a lot of collectors. It is a reoccurring question that I get very often. In fact, I get it on every video. And I'm here today to answer that question. But I'm going to put this little boy's hat on first. Okay, there you go. Okay, so
it's too cool for his hat to be off right now.
I don't usually share my personal dolls, but this doll, I'll explain to you a little later why he is my personal doll. So, the most asked question I get is, how do I purchase one of your dolls? It is a question I get in the comment on every video. And in every video I say, if you'd like to find out how to purchase one of my dolls, the link for my website is in the description below. And you can go to my website and find out more about me and my dolls. But it doesn't matter how often I say that, I still get the question. So, how do you purchase one of my dolls? First of all, I want to define what a Claire Taylor doll is. What is a Claire Taylor doll? A Claire Taylor doll is one that I sculpted from scratch in clay. And what I usually do is I make an armature in aluminum foil, and then I put clay on top of the foil, and I keep going until I have a realistic looking baby. So that is what a Claire Taylor doll sculpt is. A realistic looking baby that I sculpted. So I sculpt them from scratch. Now let's go back to the first question. The reason why I said I wanted to clarify what is a Claire Taylor doll is that I want to say something important here, but I don't want you to take it wrong. I want you to take it in the way it was intended. During my 14 years since I've been making silicone dolls, when I started pouring my own dolls, other artists wanted me to make their clay dolls into silicone dolls, and they asked me to do the molding for them. I took on a few clients and I poured them. But over the years, I stopped pouring most artist dolls, and today I pour for Lillian Breedville only. Now this is the part that I want you to pay attention to. When I pour a Lillian Breedville doll, it does not become a Claire Taylor doll. It remains a Lillian Breedville doll, and likewise, if I poured a doll like I did for Bonnie Brown, I poured Ellie many years ago. Ellie did not become a Claire Taylor doll. It remains a Bonnie Brown doll. Now, I see a lot of people refer to a doll as a Claire Taylor doll if it's poured by me. But I don't think the artists like when collectors say that, because it is their sculpt. Like every doll I pour for Lillian is a Lillian Breedville doll because she sculpted it. And she put all of her energy into making a beautiful doll. And I don't think she wants to hear anybody say that her doll is a Claire Taylor doll because I poured it. So, now that I've explained what a Claire Taylor doll is, a doll that I sculpted, I'm going to explain to you how you can get one. I've never answered this question before on how to get one of my dolls, but I'm going to do it today. The first type of doll that is the most easily acquired financially are vinyl doll kits. Personally, I think vinyl doll kits are like the backbone of the doll industry. Vinyl kits are the most available to the majority of collectors that want a realistically sculpted doll handmade by an artist. So most reborn artists do not sculpt, and they need kits to paint to make their dolls. So they buy the artist kits that have been sculpted by the artist, and they paint them to look as realistic as possible. Let me show you an example. So this is a Gabigail kit that I sculpted. I'm sorry, she doesn't have eyes. She's available awake and asleep. So these are vinyl kits. They're hollow inside, and they're easily acquired because they're the cheapest handmade doll you can actually buy. And there are lots of people that collect vinyl dolls. This is the leg, and you put them on a cloth body. I don't have the cloth body here. So that's the first way to get a realistic hand sculpted doll. And I sculpt the doll and then I send them out to manufacturer, and I get the vinyl replicas of my sculpture and I make them available on my website, www.clairetaylordolls.com, and anyone can purchase these blank vinyl kits, and you can paint them the way you like to have them painted and rooted, or have your favorite artist do it for you. So these kits that I have the Gabigail kits, and I have the Duane kits. So I'll tell you the story about this one in a few minutes. So these are Duane. So I have Gabigail kits and Duane kits. I'm only showing the heads right now. Available on my website, like I said, as clairetaylordolls.com. And this is crazy, seeing all these heads all over this doll, but So it is. Now, I know you're thinking, a lot of people are thinking this, because this is another question I get, is, Claire Taylor, can you paint a doll for me? Well, the answer is no. This is a doll I started painting probably 3 years ago, maybe 4. And then a hurricane came along and I never finished them. So these two are partially painted. So I don't get vinyl kits finished. And I'm going to show you another one that's really funny. This one I probably painted maybe 8 years ago. And I haven't rooted it yet. If you look, you can probably see that I even have the baby hairs painted here, where I was going to go back and root her hair. Never rooted her. Never. So this is why I don't make vinyl dolls, because I never finished them. Never finished them. The Duane kits come with a belly plate. They're anatomically correct. So they're boys and they're girls. And these kits are available on my website. You just have to click the store link. So that's the first way you can get a doll. Okay, I've been making vinyl kits for many years. This is a vinyl kit that I did in 2007, at the beginning of 2007. Her name was Alyssa, so she's really old. And this just shows you how dolls have changed over the years. This was the prototype doll, and I got her on the secondary market. And then this one became one of my favorites. This is another one that I did in 2007. This is Jaden, and I did her in 2007. And this was a doll I saw on the secondary market, and I really liked this one, so I got it. So, you know, they might start off as vinyl kits and blank, but they make very beautiful dolls. This is a Gabigail asleep that I also got. She's not dressed right now. And she's another one I have. So they make beautiful dolls, these vinyl kits. Okay, that's enough on vinyl kits. Let me go put this one back. Okay, so that's vinyl kits now. So the second way for you to have a Claire Taylor doll is similar to the first. It's a little bit more expensive, but unlike vinyl, silicone kits are handmade, and because of the material and because it's handmade, they're more expensive. So I don't have the whole kit with me, but this is another kit that I make available on my website. This is the Alex kit, and I don't have a completed Alex to show you because I sold all the prototypes on that one. And so this is the second type of way you can get a doll, is to buy a silicone cloth body kit. Unlike the vinyl kit, these are made by hands, and I sculpt these kits just the way I sculpt the vinyl kits, and then I hand them to my husband, who produces them in silicone. He's actually the person responsible for all the kits made by Claire Taylor Dolls. And I think actually I might have 1 or 2 Alex in my store right now for layaway. The majority of the kits are sold on layaway, and I only put out a few at a time because I want to be able to complete them within a reasonable amount of time. So when as I send off the kits and I have more time to be able to pour and complete another kit, I list more. I don't go in and say I listed more kits. I just gradually add more kits over time. And I also have the Ashby kit, but I don't have that kit with me right now. Ashby is the Awake kit. And like the kits, like the vinyl kits, the silicone kits are painted by artists for you, or if you're able to paint them and root them yourself, just like the vinyl kits, and make your own doll is a way to have a beautiful doll of your own. And it's a more economical way to get a Claire Taylor doll by getting yourself a cloth body silicone kit. And these kits, oh, I forgot to tell you, the vinyl kits are $109 each. So that's these kits here. One of these or one of these, they're $109 each for the kit, for the blank kit. And these are available. They're both available in my store. All the vinyl kits I showed you, except for the old sold out ones, but the Gabagales and the Duanes are still in my store. And this one is Alex, and I have a couple of them in my store. And Alex has another doll that is in his edition called Ashby, and she's the Awake. That's similar to Alex. And they're priced between $885 to $925. And you can get them on layaway, where you put them on layaway for about 3 months. And the heads on these are very heavy. You don't weight them like you weight vinyl. You know, you put glass beads in a sock and stuff the head and everything. With these, you don't have to do that because the head is solid. So you can also buy a silicone painting kit. When you buy the Alex, you can buy a silicone painting kit with it, with matting powder. And those kits are $45, but they're only sold as options when you buy the kit. I don't just sell them, because usually when I sell them, a lot of them go, and then when people buy the kits, I don't have enough to sell. I'm gonna look into carrying them separately, but for now I don't do that as yet. Okay, now the third way to have a Claire Taylor doll is similar to the previous way again, but it's more expensive because I want to give everybody a make it fair and make everybody able to get a doll. So I have different prices, and the next way to get one, the third way, similar to the previous, is another kit, but this is a full silicone kit. It's full silicone doll that's available in kit form. So this doll is a full silicone doll. And this is the next doll that's going to be available as a silicone kit in my store. And like I said, just like the vinyl kit and the cloth body silicone kit, you can buy a kit and paint it and root it, make it the way you like it, and you'll have a nice soft silicone, full silicone kit. And these dolls are really amazing to hold because they're so soft, they just melt into your arms. They're really nice. And my full silicone kits usually start at $21.50, or I'm not sure the price on this one because I haven't discussed it with my husband, who does all the pouring and everything, and I haven't put it up in the stores yet. But when I do, I'll come back and do a video and I'll introduce the doll to you. So This type of doll is a full silicone doll, and they're going to be coming soon. And with the full silicone dolls, you can get armatures or elbow armatures. I don't really do the full armatures in these dolls because I think the elbow armatures make it more affordable. And you will always also be able to get drinking wet, boy or girl. But we'll get into that when we have more of those dolls. These dolls usually start around $21.50, I think. And then there'll be additional charges if there are features. Now, I'm not sure, but I'm leaning towards just doing it like taking orders for these dolls and then fulfilling them. I don't think I will be making the dolls and then putting them up for sale like I did before with some of the Alex and Ashby. I don't think I'll be doing that. Okay, so now let me tell you something new that I found out. I'll just speak about it here. I won't make any more prototypes for the kit editions.
This video is getting a little bit too long, so I'm going to cut it here and resume in part 2. So if you'd like to find out more about how to get the dolls and why I won't be doing any more prototypes, please come back for part 2 and like and subscribe so you'll get a notification when I post a new video. Thank you.